Hey, hi, hello, I hope you're doing well. Today we are back with Ace Attorney, our good old Feeny. We're going into the court to help prove that Maya did not kill a Dr. Man who was supposedly just 35, but he looked older than that. So, you ready to get started? Let's do this. Alright, here we are, June 21st. I can't believe it always goes by so fast, right? The time is like crazy. What? Prosecutor Von Karma? You mean? No, I heard it's a successor this time. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. That's how I should have started this VOD, not with whatever I said. We needed to talk about this Von Karma person. Girl, you wait, you buckle up. Successor! Manfred Von Karma was a really sinister man. Yeah, he tased us. He tased her, too! And then she was all like Pikachu-y for a while, I remember. He pulled all sorts of nasty tricks, all so he could win. I like how they give you this background in case you didn't play the first game, but I don't know. He was a man obsessed with the word perfection. It's not good to be obsessed with perfection as an imperfect human, eh? Take it from me, it's not good. Not good for your health. He had a perfect record for 40 long years. Who knows what sort of dirty tricks he used to get each of those guilty verdicts? And now his successor. I wonder what kind of person they will turn out to be. We're gonna find out soon. It's no good. Mystic Maya! Pearly! You showed up? Thanks for coming all this way. I was really worried about you. Hey, where's your mother? Didn't you two come together? What? You had an 8... I mean, I know this is Japan. I know it's Japan. This is the same country that has the, what the heck is this called? My First Errand? It's called something else on Netflix. What the hell is it called? Old Enough. It's called Old Enough on Netflix. It's a very popular Japanese, I guess, reality show where I love this show, but it makes me cry and it's very stressful at the same time. They take little babies, littler than Pearl, maybe like a, I don't know, under 5-year-old kids, babies, and they say, okay, baby, you're a baby, but we need you to go do errands. And they make them go do errands in the real world. I mean, they have a camera crew and there's like a people who watch them because obviously if a kid got hurt on their watch, that'd be not good. And they make them go do these chores that are very complicated. One time they made this poor girl walk with this bucket of milk into rain in Hokkaido and she started crying and I was crying, everyone was crying. Anyway, it feels like that where you make this girl who doesn't even know what a lawyer is come from freaking the middle of nowhere, take a 2-hour train ride. Maybe this is the first time she's been on a train alone. I don't know Pearl's life. And you make her come here all by herself? She could have gotten in big trouble. I don't like that. This mom is a bad mom. I don't like that. Mother's watching over the trainees. Who's gonna watch over Pearl? She said they have training for 2 days straight with no breaks. Wow. Huh? Then you came all by yourself? Yep. I snuck out of the manor and followed a map. Oh! Don't tell me you walked all the way here. Of course not. I ran. Oh, she didn't even get on the train! What? Oh, her little tiny baby feet must be so tired. Kids can, their legs are smaller, so it takes more steps, so their feet hurt more. That's why strollers are important for babies, Nick. I can't, oh my, if it takes 2 hours by train. Oh man. Pearly. What about the train? Huh? What's a train? Oh my god, she doesn't even know what a train is. This is very bad. This feels kind of like a abuse feeling. Like, you gotta know what a train is, girl. We need to be able to not have you walk so long. Although I don't think her mom knows she's here, so this is kind of a different situation than what I initially thought of her just sending her alone. It feels more dangerous somehow. At least the mom know if you go. This way no one knows where she is. Oh, yeah. I give up. It's time, isn't it? I'm really scared. What if Von Karma tries to do something to me? At least I know Mr. Edgeworth would be nicer to me than Von Karma. Mr. Edgeworth, who is that? You'll like him, Pearl. You will like him. He's an ex-rival. Well, he's also a friend. I still remember him as though I'd seen him only yesterday. Every trial was a scorchingly fierce battle until the very end. It was always back and forth with them. But when you're rivals for life... Maya! Please don't mention that name ever again. Oh, the drama! The drama! Huh? But why, Nick? I'm sorry, Maya. I forgot you don't know. He's gone, and he's not coming back. What? Me. An accurate depiction of me. Wait a second. What's that supposed to mean? Court will commence shortly. Please proceed into the courtroom. This bailiff is ruining the mood. Let's go. Now's not the time to talk about that anyway. Nick? Pearl over there is like, What is happening? Girl, oh god. The Edgeworth content in this game. That's sort of a spoiler, but we're obviously gonna have a fleshed out conversation about this, in the future. That's obviously all I will say. It is so freaking delicious. 5-star restaurant quality. Ratatouille. Not Ratatouille, that's not his name. The Remy in the kitchen making the foods. Oh, there she is. There she is. This game's so good. This game's so good. Okay. The court is now in session for the trial of Maya. And the prosecution and the defense prepared. There's you. What is with this kid? She's still kid, don't they? But, well, I don't say anything. Ahem, Mr. Wright, are you prepared? Huh? Yes, Your Honor. Why does he always seem mad at me? Mr. Phoenix Wright. You must be a little shocked because I am a woman, correct? No, it's because you're a teenager. I think it's... well, there's many reasons that are shocking about you, but as far as we can see currently, it's because you're a kid. Hold on. So she's the famed successor to Prosecutor Von Karma? They both have the, like, arm chung thing. The squeezing of the arm. That's a family trait. I am Franziska Von Karma, the prodigy. I'm so excited. Franziska. And this is a good character. This is a very good character. I see. I gave up on a promising career in Germany and came to this country for one sole reason. Revenge! Yeah. She sure brought that, didn't she, to this courtroom. Also, what made Von Karma come to Japan? Like, Von Karma. I don't remember what his name is in Japanese. Is he supposed to be a Japanese person or is he supposed to be a European person who moved to Japan? And if he moved to Japan, why? Why doesn't he stay in Germany? Or is... I don't remember. Anyway, don't worry about it. Revenge? Is this about her father? Manfred Von Karma? If it's something of a personal nature, I'm sure you can. I'm talking! She has a whip, and she whips people. That's iconic. That's icon behavior. You have to love Franziska. You have to, or else you're banned from life. If you interrupt again, my whip will do the speaking for me. Please speak with your mouth like a normal person. I beg of you. Who gave the whip to her? You! Make no mistake, I will defeat you. We have to love. We have to stand. Prepare to go down, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Also, she called everybody by first name, last name. I remember this. It's very, very cute. This feels like teenage energy. Nah. This feels like Yu-Gi-Oh energy from Yu-Gi-Oh! Nice. No one has watched this, I feel like, who's watching. But, same kind of energy. Prosecutor Von Karma, please, opening statement, please. Those of Von Karma blood have only one fate. And that is perfection. Seems like a hard life. The defendant, Maya Fey, will find no escape from her guilt on my watch. Very well. What is the defense's position? Your Honor, this defendant wishes to enter a plea of not guilty? Yes. Foolish fool who foolishly dreams of foolish dreams! She says good things. She says good things. I forgot about the foolish fool stuff. You gotta love. 10 minutes. I give the defense 10 minutes before it changes its plea. Just charming. That's right. I'll have you running for the justified self-defense plea in no time. Justified self-defense. A plea usually reserved for when a person unintentionally kills in defense of themselves. We could very easily make a solid case that it was self-defense, but... The defense stands by the plea of not guilty, Your Honor. Because to plead justified self-defense is to say you did kill someone. Justified self-defense is a manslaughter? Or no? Manslaughter means that, right? Or no, is there a difference between... No, maybe not. Manslaughter, no. Manslaughter is like it was a complete accident that led to someone dying. That's not self-defense. Oh, no. Okay, well, I answered my own question, I think, didn't I? Oh, God, this character is so... a perfect child. A perfect child. How foolish. If that's how you want to play it, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then I shall now call the first witness. She's just as scary as her father. Like father, like daughter, I suppose. No. Not scary. Intimidating and wonderful. Manfred was just kind of annoying. Nah. Not the same level of charm. Nah. This friend... Oh, hold on. Francisca, nah, is 16? Oh, we gotta look. 18! Oh, 18, John! 18! I thought she was younger than Maya for some reason. Same age. Same age. Doesn't she seem younger than Maya or no? Not maybe by personality, because Maya is very like cutesy, and this one is not that. But I thought 16. 18! Somehow she feels more dangerous as 18-year-old. Right? I think so. Feels more like a... I don't know, the world is her oyster, 18-year-old Francisca von Karma. These two are the same age. That feels so wrong, somehow. Okay, well... Franzy. Okay, anyway, sorry. Witness, your name and occupation. Yes, sir. My name is the Gumshoe. I'm a detective at the local precinct. Oh! Get to the point already. Explain to the court the details of this murder. Yes, sir. I'm a little sniffles, so I apologize if I sound gross. If everyone would please look at this map. What are these circles? Whatever. The channeling chamber has no windows, and the door was locked shut. At the time of the murder, the only victim and the defendant were in the room. What were they doing in there? They were channeling a spirit, sir. Channeling a spirit? That's quite the look of disbelief there, Your Honor. It's a channeling room. What do you think you're doing in there? Ahem. Anyway, a few minutes after the channeling started, gunshots were heard coming from inside the room, sir. Two. A few of the witnesses... A few? It was me. I did it all by myself. I didn't think Feeny could even do it. Broke the door down and rushed into the room. And that's when they found that the victim was already dead, correct? He died really fast, not to be morbid, but... Although, I guess if you get shot in the head, it's kind of over. Nah. I mean, most of the time. I believe this is one of the most open and shut cases I have ever presided over. Okay, can you, like, not jump to conclusions, dude? You're driving me crazy. Okay. We should look at it just to be on the safe side. So, how was the victim killed? I was about to get to that. Stop wasting my time, then. 18-year-old Francisca von Karma. 18-year-old Francisca von Karma. 18-year-old I'm still not over the age. How are they the same age? Anyway. Nah. The direct cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead, sir. The shot was fired from point-blank range. Point-blank range is like here? I don't exactly know what that means. It's close, though, right? But before the victim was shot, sir, he was stabbed in the chest. The wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instantaneous death. The murderer used the pistol to finish the victim off after the stabbing. So, the victim was stabbed before being shot. This is the victim's autopsy. Okay, we gotta read that too. Hold on, I want to do that now, because I don't know. The court accepts into evidence. Mr. Wright, you may question the witness. Not yet. Let me look at all this stuff. We already looked at this, right? I don't think... Let's just check it really quick. Okay. Obviously, that's going to come into play later. Oh, we can't look at this. That's all we got. Okay. All right. Well, here we go then. Cause of death. What the heck are we going to push? The only thing I can think for this is maybe like, why would they stab if they have the gun, they brought the gun or whatever? Maybe we should push around like the point blank range? I don't know. Nothing sounds out of place so far. I should try to learn more about the murder weapons for now. Oh, that's right, we don't have the stabby stab. We don't have the stabby stab, and we also don't know whose gun this is. Let's push this first. I feel like Feeny gave us that hint, eh? Stabbed, and what was he stabbed with? A fruit knife! Oh, a fruit knife. I see. And whose knife was it? I want to know this about the gun, too. It looks like it belongs to the Fays, sir. Oh. And of course, Maya Faye's fingerprints are all over it. All over it, huh? Ugh, this does not look good. That's right, she does this too. Francisca is so like a cute. Ha ha ha. What will you do now, Mr. Phoenix Wright? She's good. Nah, she's good. She's good. She has very strong teenage energy. I mean, not that most teenagers act like that, but just cause she has all this experience and is more, I don't know, whatever, she still feels like a spunky teenager. In the same way Maya does, it's just different personality. Does that make sense? I think so. Use the pistol. Maybe let's push here? Or push the other place. I want to talk about the gun. Like, whose gun is this gun? Let's just push this first. This is the first mention of pistol. The murder weapon, Detective Gumshoe. Whose pistol was it? There we go. It was the victim's. Oh, he brought a freaking gun? How does a surgeon in Japan get a gun? Huh? How did he get that gun? He has ties with the Yakuza? How did he get that gun? You can't buy a gun. You can't buy a pistol in Japan. So, the victim? No, why would he have... That's right, she sounds so young too, then. Why would he have a pistol? Who cares? I care. The point that you are missing is whose fingerprints are on that pistol. It matters very much how and why he got that gun. So was he planning to do a murder? Like, what the heck? Why would he bring a gun? To a seance? Is seance and channeling the same thing? I think so. I'm confused, but okay. If you're not already paying attention to that, then I suggest you start. Fingerprints? There are fingerprints? Somebody set Maya up while she was unconscious and under the earth or whatever was going on. They set her up. I think that's becoming very, very clear. But I don't know how... I think I have an idea on how there is potentially somebody else who did all that stuff. But that theory I won't say because I think I'm right. But I don't know for sure, but I think I'm right. But I feel like it has to be... It doesn't matter that her fingerprints are all over everything. Because somebody did that while she was unconscious. I really believe this. Along with the victims, their defendant, Maya Fays, were also on the grip, sir. Is this the real thing? When you shoot a gun, it has a powder? Oh, maybe this is not true. Is this something I just made up in my brain? Isn't it like, if you shoot something, doesn't it have like a residue? I don't watch enough crime shows. But, could they check her arm and hand for that? Or, how hard is it when you fire a pistol? Can you break something? I don't know. I've never shot a gun. I don't know anything about guns. So the defendant's fingerprints were left on the murder weapon. I walked right into her hands there. Let's push this too. Point blank, huh? So about how far away is that? Yeah. Tell me, I wasn't sure either. 12 to 20 inches away, so close. Where's the second gunshot then, eh? Then how do you know he was shot at point blank? Tisk, tisk, tisk. Mr. Phoenix, right? I grow tired of the foolish foolery of the foolish fools of this foolish country. Ha! Excuse me? Where did she learn Japanese? In Germany. Are they very different languages? I heard German. The structure of the word sentence structure is kind of different than like a French and Spanish. We're English people, English-speaking people. French and Spanish are pretty easy because it's exactly the same, right? lining up the words and the grammar structure. Maybe it's easy to learn Japanese if you know German? I don't know. Gunpowder burn. Gunpowder burn. When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole. Whoa, gross. Gunpowder exploding is what makes a bullet fire, and that gets real hot, pal. And there were definitely some gunpowder burns left on the victim's forehead. Ooh, somehow that's very gross to me. I don't like knowing that. It's gross. Wow, never learned that. Live and learn, I guess. Never knew that. Okay, so what else did we push? We already pushed. Very severe, but not enough to cause... Where maybe was he stabbed? I guess it doesn't really matter. How severe? If it had been half an inch more to the right, it would have hit the victim's heart. Wow, okay. After a stab like that, it's impossible to fight back, let alone stand. This testimony makes it sound like Maya had stabbed him with the intent to kill. How about... We push literally everything because I don't know what else to do. Are you sure he was stabbed first, then shot? Yep. Sure as sure can be. Well, look at the wounds and you come to the same conclusion too, pal. I feel like people who can autopsy a body and learn these things is very impressive. I don't know how they know this. I don't want to know this, but I'm glad there are people who want to know and can do these things, né? A fool is a fool who will only listen to the foolish opinions of other foolish fools. A pistol shot to the forehead at point blank is certainly enough to kill instantly. Oh, does it matter then which was first? Think a little more before you open that big mouth of yours, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Grr. What a pain. What else do we do? Oh, that's enough. We have clearly established how the victim was murdered. I brought the 2 murder weapons with me today. Very well. The court accepts them. Okay, let me look at this. Was Gray's 2 shots fired, bears Maya and Gray's fingerprints. It's weird that he had a pistol. Okay, small fruit knife belongs to the phase, bears Maya's fingers. The date and time of death was June 19th at 3:15 p.m. Eyewitnesses claim to have heard 2 gunshots at this time. So she did mention the 2. And 2 murder weapons, both with the defendant's fingerprints on them, huh? This does seem like an open and shut case. It's the arrogance for me, nah. It's this, like, that's the part that feels teenage. Maya has a teenage energy of just being, like, very reactive or something. Reactive sounds kind of like a... You know what I mean? I don't think I need to explain why Maya feels like a teenager. But Franziska, this kind of, like, I'm untouchable is very teenage. Nah, I think so. I think so. It adds to her charm. Also, her mouth does that little, like, whoop thing, and I freaking love that. It's so cute. Okay. This is going from bad to worse. This is bad, Feeny. We gotta turn this around. This is really bad. As if the summary just now wasn't oversimplifying things to the extreme. Your Honor, feel free to slam that little gavel of yours. After all, there is no room left for doubt, is there? Yeah. We can't stop here. We just started the recording. That is quite true, Mr. Wright. Yes. Even in the face of all this, do you still wish to plead not guilty? It's the opinion of this court that if you do not adjust your plea, you stand to lose. See, just as I promised, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You would change your plea in less than 10 minutes. What will you do, Mr. Wright? Will you change to justified self-defense? Because now would be the time to do so. This is your final chance. This is a huge decision. No! No. Because then we're saying that Maya killed somebody, and she did not. And even Mia even said that was a setup. So, we don't know. We have to believe in Maya. If we plead justified self-defense, we would basically be confessing to murder. After the trial, Maya's life would be ruined, and she'd be labeled a murderer. I can't let that happen. Your Honor, have you reached a conclusion, Mr. Wright? The defense will not change its plea. We will accept nothing short of complete acquittal. You have sealed your fate, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Detective. Yes, sir. Present the final portion of your testimony, the final strike. Who gave her that whip? Yes, sir. Now, see here, proceedings are run by... Eek! Is a whip count as a weapon? I feel like, are you allowed to bring a whip to the courtroom? No, I think the answer is no. I think it counts as a weapon. You can like rip people's skin open if you are really going to town, eh? So, that feels like a weapon. Oh yes, of course. Go ahead, detective, and give your testimony. I think the court would like to hear about the other piece of incriminating evidence. The photos, ne? The photos. It's gotta be the photos. But there's gonna be something funky in those photos and that we have to poke at, ne? It's the photos. Sorry, pal, but there's an even more incriminating piece of evidence. This... oh. The costume? Huh? This is the costume that I was totally thinking it was the photos. The defendant was wearing at the time of the crime. There's a bullet hole in the sleeve. I'm so confused. There's a bullet hole in the screen, too. That I don't know what the hell is going on. Why is there a bullet hole? This is helpful for us, though, ne? Okay, it's covered in blood. The defendant attacked and killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. So this is the costume. There certainly is evidence of a back spray of blood on this. The piece directly links my FA to the crime, sir. I see the court accepts this into evidence. We have to use it. We have to use it. I know what to do. It's a matter of where. Okay. Maya's fingerprints on both murder weapons and blood splatters on her clothes. Could this situation get any worse? No, we have a thing. This was helpful. Ha! What's wrong? You seem to be at a loss. I think this is the last piece of testimony the prosecution should have to offer. Feel free to sulk off with your tail between your legs. Mr. Phoenix, right? Please stop calling me by my full name. It's disturbing. She's gonna always do that, don't they? Okay. Where do we poke a hole in the bullet hole? Okay. Okay. Oh. Okay, theory. Here's a theory. What if... No, I don't know why. I don't know why. I have no reason why. But maybe... See, who was not fighting back. But maybe Gray was like, yo, I'm gonna shoot you. So he shoot. That was the first bang. It go through the sleeve part, and it hit the screen. That was bang number 1. And then bang number 2 is him getting shot in the forehead. Look, I don't know here. We're presenting. I hope I'm not wrong. Because I don't... You know how I feel. Sometimes I don't understand when I'm supposed to do stuff where. But I'm gonna do this. No! You know what I'm trying to say though, Nick? It has to be that there's the hole in the sleeve. Alright, I'm gonna... I have to figure out a way to connect those two. Nick. This blood on the costume. Lab results show that's the victim's blood. So there's blood from the victim on the defendant's clothes. Definitely not good. So are there any other clues that you could glean from this piece of evidence? Well... Okay. Okay. If you must change the topic, then the good detective here must testify again. But too bad, not enough time. Let's move on. I guess Miss Von Karma is perfectly correct. Grr, even the judge is on her side. But if I bite off more than I can chew here, what should I do? Oh! Press further. I'm so stuck. I don't know how much I showed. Because I've been pushing other ones that didn't really go anywhere. But this one seems like it's going somewhere. Because I don't know what to... I don't know. Why is Miss Von Karma suddenly putting up resistance? Every time she objects, it makes it feel like... What's going on? Because... It's fishy. Fishy. There must be a reason as to why she suddenly threw out an objection like that. It's this freaking sleeve. There must be something about this costume. I just have to look harder. It's right here. Mr. Wright. Miss Von Karma's logic is perfect. There's no way you'd poke a hole in it. There's a hole. Looks like my time is up. So, about the costume. There is one little thing. Oh, good. There's where... You know, that's the one thing is difficult with this game. You have to figure out how you get the prompts to work to get to the thing that you want to talk about. So sometimes a little tricksy. Your Honor, actually there is something very wrong with this piece of evidence. What? What are you talking about, pal? Where is the problem you were talking about? She was hoping we wouldn't notice. That's how she feels, right? I've come this far. There's no turning back now. It's so obvious, though. Okay. We cannot poke the screen. We have to drag this thing over. E. I ask the court to please take a look at the sleeve of this costume. The sleeve? There's a tiny hole here. A hole? But that wasn't in the report. Hold on. What's this around the hole? It smells faintly of gunpowder. Wow, I can't imagine holding something like this with the people's blood on it. Gunpowder! No one ever told me the gumshoe. You gotta look at the stuff, dude. A hole that smells of gunpowder? Looks like I found the hole I was looking for. Your Honor, the only logical conclusion you can make is that it must be a bullet hole? He must have shot her, right? Or shot at her. Order, order, order! This is a very grave matter. It's best we correct the court record first before anything else. Okay, press the check button for details. Sorry about that. I guess we messed up, sir. Is she actually smiling? Uh-oh. What else is she hiding? Pull yourself together, detective. That tiny hole doesn't change a thing. The strength of the evidence still holds. Continue with your testimony. That, just now, was a fluke. Nothing more. How can you say something like that? This is a huge oversight. Well, I agree it is a mistake on the part of the police. What Prosecutor and Karma said is true. The evidence still stands. Ah, if you do not find a more definitive problem with the evidence, then we have the screen hole, but I guess it doesn't matter either. No, wait! Detective Gumshoe, please continue with your testimony. Yes, sir. Well, could we argue that he shot I don't know, do I want to risk this? I feel like we did all we can with this. It has to be this, right? I'm gonna do it. I don't know what else. It has to be that we don't know he wasn't fighting back. Because we don't know what happened. Maybe after he gets stabbed in the freaking chest, he can't do anything. But we don't know before then. It has to be this. Please don't punish me. Okay, it went away. It went away. The bar went away. That's how you know I didn't screw up. Detective Dick Gumshoe. Oh, yes. Hehe. Having you call me by my full name is kind of a weird feeling. Franzy's rubbing off on us now. You said that my client killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. Yeah, I did. Then what, may I ask, is the bullet hole you police overlooked supposed to mean? What does it mean? I'll tell you what it means. It means that the victim had fired off a shot. Is that what it means to not fight back? Ah, you're right. It seems you are correct. If the victim had tried to shoot the defendant, then it would change everything. All right, the wind seems to be shifting. Huh. What's with that "are you finished yet" laugh? Are you finished yet, Mr. Phoenix, right? Miss Von Karma, it seems that my FA was shot at by the victim. However, that is only grounds enough to support a justified self-defense plea. That is correct. But I'm sure you remember, Your Honor, what the defense clearly said. They rejected justified self-defense and pleaded not guilty. Ah. Now that you... Why, that's right. So I guess it doesn't matter, nay. Which means, I think we still need to get a clear idea of what the heck you went on in there, though. The defense has yet to prove anything at all. No! Well, yes, that's true. Furthermore, just the fact that there is a bullet hole in the costume is not enough to substitute even a plea for justified self-defense. Huh? How so? Ah! Don't just stand there. Hurry up and tell the court what transpired that day. With the new information we acquired added in, of course. Huh? You mean by myself? You want me to put together a scenario all by myself? Come on, Gumshoe! You're a grown man! Ah! Yes, sir. Right away, sir. Okay. At least we have something else, because I was, like, feeling really pressed there. These are kind of tricksy, Nate. During the channeling, the defendant saw her chance to stab the victim in the chest. Of course, the victim used the last of his strength to fight back, sir. While the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun. The victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed. That does not add up. They were too close. How did... Ha! The defendant then picked up on the opening, took the victim's gun, and ended it. There's no way. We gotta push the heck out of that sentence. The scenario you have put together does make sense. Yes, sir. Well, Mr. Wright, on the surface it does seem to... No. How are you missing when you're so close to somebody? I mean, I've never been in this situation. Maybe it is kind of hard, but you'd think you'd hit somewhere, even on accident, right? Please refrain from glaring at me like that. Now then, your cross-examination. Okay, we have to push the weird part. Okay, here we go. Pushing the weird one. This. So you're saying that the bullet hole in this costume was made then? Sorry, pal, but yeah, that's what I think. No. We're gonna push the screen has to be here. The screen said the bullet hole in the screen was only 18 inches off the floor. So how the heckaroni? I don't know. I think it has to do with the screen, doesn't it? The two were already fighting when the shot was fired. Maya, I'm really glad you weren't hurt. Oh, there's something with that, though, Nick. Hold on. Let's push this too while we're here. Maya has never fired again before in her life. The victim had already taken off the safety. With the safety off, even an amateur like you can fire it by pulling the trigger. Even me? I wonder. Now, do you understand? Von Karma's logic is perfect. His testimony certainly makes us look very bad. But there's gotta be a contradiction in there somewhere. 8 inches! 8 inches off the ground! It's gotta be that. It's gotta be that, right? It has to be. It has to be the screen, right? I feel like this is wrong to present here, but I'm gonna do it anyway, because I don't know. It's wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. It didn't go away. I feel like that's what we have to talk about, though, right? It's gotta be. Where in the world did that pistol come from? It looks like the victim, Dr. Gray, had specifically bought it for that day. Oh, but a handgun? He got off the black market about 2 days before the murder. Well, okay. Why did Dr. Gray bring a gun? Was he taking precautions against something? There's quite a difference in height between Dr. Gray and the defendant. Add in body strength, and it seems unlikely the defendant could have stabbed the victim. Now that you mention it, yeah, I guess. You think you can get away with such flimsy reasoning? Mr. Phoenix Wright. Maya Fey was in the middle of channeling, was she not? When channeling with the Kudain channeling technique, the medium physically changes. With the nurse's build, the defendant could have easily been a match for the doctor. I don't believe it. She even studied up on the Kudain channeling technique. Like I said before, I am perfect. What about what you're talking about? I didn't quite get it. Never mind. Let's continue with the testimony. God, I don't know what else. I'm missing something, man. I'm missing something. I think I know what it is. 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 Gunpowder residue around the bullet hole. And because he was shot close. Let me just make sure. Unless they didn't draw it in. But I don't think that's what's happening. This shows it was not from close range. And neither is the screen. I mean, nobody talked about the screen but me. But, screen and the sleeve. Well, I don't know what the heck that bullet is from. I don't know what's going on there. But that had to have been farther away. Because there's no bullet, oh god. The residue stuff. So, I'm gonna present this. Here. It went away. Okay. I think that's right, though. I think that's right. Missing the tiny hole on this costume will be the prosecution's undoing. Eh? What do you mean? This little hole has actually created a huge hole in your testimony. Explain yourself, Mr. Wright. You said the two of them were fighting when the victim fired his gun at point blank. If that were true, then where is the gunpowder burn on this costume? Gunpowder burn? This is what you testified earlier. When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole. Oh! That was me just a couple minutes ago. But there is not a single trace of gunpowder burn on this costume. It's called me grasping at straws looking around at the evidence because I don't know what else to do. That is a very good point. And what exactly does this mean? It means that when the shot was fired, they were standing apart from each other. I'm disappointed, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You think you can punch a hole in my logic with that? With wishy-washy thinking like that, anyone can explain anything away. Huh? Then I implore you to disprove my line of thinking. Let's see. In the middle of their fight, the victim pushed the defendant away. And it was then, when they were separated, that he fired. How was that? Nah. No. As if that was even possible. According to the testimony, the wound from the stabbing was very severe. The victim would not have the strength to push the defendant very far after that. Oh, she does this! I forgot! It's very cute! Franzy is very, very cutesy. So cutesy. Cutesy in a different way than Pearl, but very cutesy. Well, then. That's right. The defendant must have pushed the victim away. After stabbing him, she must have put some space between the doctor and herself. Why? And then, while she was preparing to strike again, the doctor took his shot. There, that should satisfy even you. That does make an awful lot of sense. What do you think, Mr. Wright? No. I must be careful, I can't afford to make a mistake here. It can't be! Something doesn't make sense. I don't know why she would do that. I also don't know what I'm going for, but we're going down this road. There's a fatal flaw in her argument. I better figure it out. A fatal flaw? Ew! Very interesting. I would love to see where this flaw is. Oh, jeez. Show me something that contradicts me. Okay. There has to be a snag in her explanation somewhere. She put some distance between them before rushing to make the final blow. And when she was about to strike, the doctor took his shot. It's gotta be the screen, right? I'm like really hyper fixated on the screen, but I think it's a screen. Because if that's the case, she back up for whatever stupid reason. And then charge him or something. Why is the hole in the screen so low? That feels wrong. So, let's go with this. I don't know. This is a piece of evidence that destroys your logic. I don't see a punishment bar, so I think I'm okay. What is that, a folding screen? I would like to point out the court's attention to the hole in this folding screen. Yeah, good. Good. Ah! I knew the screen was gonna come into play sometime here, nah. It looks like you already know what I'm talking about. Who, where, what? Mr. Wright, your explanation, please. Are these two really that clueless? The bullet went through the defendant's sleeve first, then the folding screen. It passed through at a height of approximately 8 inches off the ground, which means... When the shot was fired, the defendant, was not getting ready to strike, but actually squatting low to the ground, or like sitting, I think, too. Order! This changes everything. Please look at this diagram of the crime scene. The victim, Dr. Gray, was here when he fired the shot, and the bullet hit this folding screen. way over there? The heckaroni was going on? Okay. 8 inches off the ground there. Oh. Why is it asking me to do this? Like here, right? Eh? I wasn't expecting that I would have to say where. She's gotta be somewhere here. So the trajectory of the bullet went pew! Is this too high up? Maybe like here? Somewhere around here. Uh-oh. No! Oh my god, I think I know. She was behind the screen. She was behind the screen having the nightmare thing. Dream. She was behind the screen. She was behind the freaking screen. I don't know why this happened. But she was behind the screen. I think so. Look, I'm gonna be wrong. But I'm like, right? Here! Yeah! Behind the folding screen! Ah. The victim and his attacker were fighting, were they not? Then what would the attacker be doing all the way back there? Oh, it's wrong, ne. It's wrong, ne. I thought. Besides which, if the attacker was behind the folding screen, then how could the victim even know where to shoot? It's obviously impossible. Yeah, I guess so. Mr. Right! Oh my god, I'm losing so much health. You can't see it, but I am. I don't know where else! Ah! Okay, I had to look this up. I have to be more over here, I think. I'm losing all my health. It has to be somewhere over here. Here. She was standing here near the folding screen. Yeah, maybe because before it was too close. It was too close that maybe it would have left the residue. So I was pointing too close to the victim. Wait a second. We know the defendant was close to the ground based on the height of the bullet hole. But how can you gauge the distance from that? Oh, she slammed her fist. Isn't it possible that the defendant and the victim were standing much closer? No, because of the residue, right? That's impossible. But why? You, of all people, should know the answer to that question, Miss Valkarma. If she were shot from somewhere closer, there would be gunpowder burns present. However, there's nothing of the sort around the bullet hole of this costume. Nah. Curse you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You... I believe it has now been proven that the defendant was standing a ways from the victim when she was shot at. It changes everything, but I don't know what the heck is going on. I don't know what the heck's going on. Like, why? Honestly, Your Honor, this changes everything. It does, but what was going on in the room? The prosecution has claimed that the defendant was aiming to kill by stabbing. If that were true, delivering the final strike with a knife would be ideal. However, where and what was the defendant doing at the time? Squatting all the way by the folding screen? Exactly. If Maya Fey was a real murderer, why would she be in the folding screen, by the folding screen, instead of preparing to strike? Upon further consideration, it does make very little sense. Yeah, I figured there had to be a reason. Figuring things out and proving the logic behind everything is your job! Oof. Alright, with this, the rest of the trial should be in the book. Blast radius of disaster. You are such a smart man, Mr. Phoenix Wright. To think that you've been able to take a completely hopeless case to this point. Now I know why Papa had a tough time with you. Papa. You amuse me. I wonder what it's like to have a papa that is like this and then did all these bad things. And did all these bad things to Edgeworth. Oh, I can't talk about Edgeworth. I'm not allowed to talk about Edgeworth. Phoenix will get mad at me. Well, we won't talk about that dynamic yet. Ugh, of all the things to inherit, why did it have to be that smarmy smile? How beautiful was Manfred's wife or whoever he had to child? Franziska's mom. Franziska's mom must be like the most beautiful person. to end up to have this beautiful child. Because Manfred looked a fool. So, you know, the looks didn't come from him. They came from the mama. Nah. Detective, this girl could be a model. How dare you damage my perfect logic? Huh? How is it all my fault? It's always your fault, comes you. You can start by repairing your standing by first removing that 3-strand goatee. Oh, and rest assured your punishment will come later. 3-strand goatee. Yeah, it's not very many hair, nah. You could pull those out with a little tweezer. I would like to do that. Just pull them out. Clean up that face. Punishment. Well then, Your Honor, I think I've had all I can take of this detective's face. I think it's time to call in the next witness. Oh, okay. Next witness? That's gotta be Lotta. Can I, like, save before that point? I have 2 health, girl. I need to save. Very well. The court will take... Okay. The court will take a 5-minute recess. After we reconvene, we will hear from the next witness. Thank God. I need help. Good. Nah, good. Okay. Okay. It's been a little bit of personal drama. I had to take a couple hours out to take care of a thing. But we're back. And I hope I remember. I should. It was only a couple hours. I should, nah. Okay. What's up, Maya? Looking so sad. Phew. That was a close one. Oh, that's right. I guess I struggled. I remember. I struggled a little, but... I know you were giving it your all to defend me. But I could feel the death penalty hanging in the air. I felt like I was pretty close to dying myself. But you were wonderful out there. You listened carefully, made theories, and tricked everyone into... Tricked is a little harsh, Pearl. Nah, tricked everyone into believing you. Does she have a crush on us? Pearl. You know, like when you're 8. Well, actually, I don't know. I didn't have an adult crush as a child. But I know that's a thing, right? Because she says, like, oh, I want to be like Maya when I grow up, and, like, she idolized her. You know what I mean? Like, maybe she kind of like, oh, Phoebe's so cool. That's why she liked those 2 together? I don't know. Kids are weird, huh? Thanks. Wait, tricked? That must be the lawyer's secret technique, right? By the way, is the next witness who I think it is? It's gotta be. Who else is it gonna be? It's Lotta Hart. Oh, guess there's no escaping her, huh? Remember, Nick, you promised you'd save me. If you lose, me and my sis ghost will come after you and haunt you. Okay. Your sister? Are you talking about Mystic Mia? Yeah, do you remember her, Pearly? My sister was a super good lawyer. She was also Nick's teacher. Oh, I didn't know that. Who else did the... Oh no, that was Lana, right? They did the finger biting thing? It's reminding me of a different character. I think it was Lana, and she like bit herself so hard that a blood came out at one time. I think so. June 21st, 11:43. Okay. Here we go. Franziska is a freaking icon. A legend. Can you imagine having that much power at 18 years old? Being that kind of person at 18 years old? Even at 18 years old, I was never the kind of person to be so, like, a untouchable kind of feeling. I wish I was. You know what I mean? I mean, no. To some extent, it's bad. You don't want to be doing crazy, reckless things that are going to endanger you. But I worried a lot as a teenager, and I just feel like teenagers should not worry. Teenagers should live for today. You know what I mean? Court will now reconvene. Now, the first order of... Ow! I don't want to hear it, old man. Can't she get in trouble for this attacks? I think she should. Also, the whip color is so orange. It bothers me. It doesn't match her outfit. Come on! Should be like a yellow gold. Anyway. Or black. She has a black glove and everything. After I call my witness, sit there quietly and watch like a good little boy. Yes, sir. Bring in the photographer who witnessed the channeling. Also, she has good skin. I mean, I guess they all do because they're anime characters, but I don't know. Franziska's a freaking icon. I just can't get over her. Never will be over her. You have to stan her. Or else. Witness, your name and occupation, if you please. Hey, Phoenix. How you doing? Oh, you're gonna get whipped, too. Just fine. Sorry about this. I didn't exactly have a choice, you know? Oh, she makes such a face. I forgot about that face. It's like the face you make before you sneeze. Like, That kind of face? It looks... Okay. Name and occupation. I love this game. This game is so goofy. I declare, what in tarnation? Hey, Judge, this here is violence against my fair self. That's true, nah. That's fine. Oh, that's fine. That ain't fine. That's a whip. Yeah. There's no need for foolish outcries from foolishly foolish fools. I want to speak like this too. I want to call everyone by their first and last name and use the word fool too much. Do you think she does this in German? How do you say foolishly foolish fools in German? Teach me. The internet. I guess I could Google it. Just hurry up and testify about what happened on the day of the murder. I haven't even gotten to say my name and job yet. The name's Lala Hart, paranormal photographer, and I'm here to testify. Now, let's all be one big happy family, okay? Okay. The second game's so good. Not to be spoiling, and this isn't, I don't think this is a common feeling. I don't like the... is it a spoiler? There is a new character in the third game. And that character has got nothing on Franziska. So, for me, when I played them originally, it was like 1 was good. Really good. 2 was like, oh my god, it's good, it's good, it's good. And then 3 was like, okay. 3, there's a lot of things I didn't like, but they're my own stupid things, and maybe not an actual reason. We'll get there. We will get there. Only the doc and the defendant went into the channeling chamber. We were waiting outside the door, and then bang! We heard this gunshot. Mr. Lawyer there broke down the door, and we rushed into the room. Inside was a dead victim, and the defendant waving a pistol around. Well, she did not wave a pistol around, unless that wasn't in the sprite art, or the, you know, the art. I swear, other than those two, there was no one else in the room. I feel like I can't give her an accent that's correct. I feel like every time I speak Lada's words, it always comes out differently. I can't do a southern accent. And did you take a picture of the scene right after the murder took place? We never saw the pictures. Show them to me. Reckon course. If you're from the south, do you talk like this? It feels like maybe not accurate. But I don't know, so... excuse me? Reckon course. It's short for you reckon? Of course I did. Ah! Does it look like I care? Just hurry up and show your picture to the court. Yeah, show me! The moment of truth, what will be in that picture? I better find some kind of contradiction or I'm in trouble. Let's see here. This here's the picture. Oh god, she does have the gun, eh? Right! She was supposed to be near the screen! So, what happened between the screen and she walked all the way to the other side? The angle is weird, right? I think so. It would certainly seem that only the defendant and the victim were in that room. Somebody else in the room, though. Why do they keep saying the only 2 would be in that room? Then there must be someone else in the room? But how the hell did they get in the room? I think we're jumping ahead of ourselves. But is my goal for this time to prove there was somebody else in the room? They kept saying that. It just makes me feel like... Right? Are you ready, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Don't mind me, just joking. It was clear all doubt about Maya. I will clear all doubt about Maya through this cross-examination. Just watch me. Okay. What are we doing? Look! The health didn't respawn! I'm betrayed, devastated, shook. I totally thought when we saved we would get the health back. Oh girl, I better be careful. I better be careful. Are we gonna just push all of the statements because I'm scared? Let's gather all information. I am so nervous. Was it really only those 2 that went in? Why did she object there? What are you blabbing about? You were not. Were you there? You were there too, were you not? Ugh. Why don't you answer that yourself? Was it really the 2 of them? Yeah, it was. Yes, Dr. Gray and Maya were the only 2 that went into the room. Hold on, we can't have the defense testifying against its own client. Anyway, folks, only the 2 of them went in the okay. But you knew that from the very beginning, didn't you? Witness continue. Okay, that was a waste of time, but that's fine. It's fine. Where's the second gunshot? There was two, maybe. Was it really a gunshot? Yeah. Oh, this is bad, ne? This is embarrassing. We're getting embarrassed by Francisca, ne? Are you insane? You must have heard it as well. This is embarrassing, Feeny. Why don't you testify for the court, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Was it really a gunshot? She's having too much fun and it's embarrassing me. Yes, I think it was something that sounded like a gunshot. And why are we here listening to the defense testify? And then the world becomes just a little crueler. I heard a gunshot a long time ago, so I know. And I tell you, it was the gunshot I heard. Now, this is worse. Okay. Oh my god. So, let me get this straight. This Mr. Lawyer there broke down the door. That's you, baby! This is embarrassing! Maybe I shouldn't have pressed all of them. I'm keeping them in. Because I'm keeping them in. Honestly, Mr. Phoenix Wright, why don't you tell us what happened then? Yes, Miss Von Karma. I broke the door down. Sorry. Why does this feel like an inquisition? No need for apologizing. That was great. You're a real man. Real man means you can break doors down. Okay. Oh, really? That's something I would have liked to see. Me too! They should have had some kind of like a slow motion. How do you think he broke the door down? With a kick? How is a good way to break a door down? If you don't have like those big stick things. Do you kick the lock? Do you throw your whole weight, like this part of your body, and gong? I would think maybe using a shoe. Like a heel? Smash the lock? I don't know. The judge is smiling rather openly. I'll take that as a good sign. And what did you see when you broke in? Let's just keep on going. Because we can't get punished for pushing. That's why, when in doubt, you press. Are you sure it was the defendant, Maya Fey? Sure, I'm sure. Well, it seems awfully confident in her testimony. What are we gonna even press on? Lotta, please think- oh, that she was channeling, maybe, yeah? Please think back to that day one more time. What you getting at? Remember what you said when we broke into the room? No, I don't remember what she said. Oh, I was murdered! That's what she said. Maya, ne Maya. Also, she took two pictures, right? One when we first got in there, and then that one. Right? I think she did. This gal, is she? Maya? Oh, ne. So she admit herself that she's not sure it's Maya. When you saw the murderer at the time, you couldn't even tell if it was Maya Fey or not, am I correct? Oh, this is good, this is good, this is good. Well, you see. This is good, ne, this is good. Order! Miss Hart, you are here to present accurate testimony. Yeah, sorry. Good, the shift sinks back to my side. For a defense lawyer, your defense is terribly lacking, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Witness, think back to when those two entered the channeling chamber. When they entered, one of those people that entered the chamber was Maya Fey, correct? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was Maya that went in. Looks like we've come to a collective conclusion. The person in this picture is most certainly Maya Fey. Like, I don't know where to go with this. Maybe we are just establishing facts, but maybe it's not Maya. But I don't know how else that would have worked. You know what I mean? Rats, and I'm trapped like one. Again. We have nowhere to go, girl. That's why I'm grasping at straws. Okay, this is the last thing to press, and then I'm just really screwed. Are you absolutely certain of that? Sure am. But that old witch chased us out of the room, so she's gonna curse you. Old witch, does she mean Morgan Fey? But there was no one else there, and you know it. The channeling chamber is very dark, almost pitch black. Was there really no one else in there? Behind the folding screen. What about behind the folding screen? Did you check back there? Wreck given. Huh? What in the... Wreck given, you know. You reckon? That's a given. It took me a good look around the room once. There ain't no way anyone was hanging out behind that folding screen. that doesn't work. Because I was like, well, maybe somebody snuck in before they went in the room and they were behind the folding screen. But then how would they leave? Like, how would they leave? Because Lotta went in right away with us. Right? I don't know. If I may have a word with you, Miss Hart. What? You got a problem? Right, Given. I mean, I'm having a little difficulty in understanding you. If you would stop saying such thing as reckon Given and... Now then, Mr. Phoenix Wright, do you see a problem with the testimony, or don't you? I don't know, Feeny. I don't know either. There's nothing wrong with her testimony. I was with her, so I know she's telling the truth. Enough. It seems there are no issues with Miss Hart's testimony. Oh my god. At the time of the crime, only 2 people were in the channeling chamber. The victim, Dr. Turner Gray, and the defendant, Maya Fey. Oh, music. The face of the defendant cannot be verified in this picture. However, if we think about the circumstances, it would have to be the defendant. Let me save, let me save, let me save. I'm so scared, let me save. What am I going to do if I just let this go? What is it, Mr. Wright? You look as if you have something to say. If I make one more move, I'm going to have the judge against me. What do we have? Is there anything I can present that would prove it's not Maya in the photo? I don't think so. I don't know if this is right. I don't know. I don't think we have anything, and I don't want to be goofing. So we're gonna say can't present anything. And then if I get punished or game over, then I'll start flailing. Or maybe I'll look it up. Because I don't know. I really don't think we have anything, though. And that, like, horrible pressing and getting nowhere, I just think we're stuck, right? Well, Mr. Wright? Nothing, Your Honor. That's very smart of you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You really should give up trying to prove this is not Maya Fey. I didn't say anything about giving up. I just don't have the right piece of evidence to prove my argument. God, are we gonna hit a game over right now? That's enough. Is this it? Is this all I could do? Just this game, it fakes you out sometimes, like you have to go through some of the fake outs, so that's why it might be one of those times. Or we're just screwing up. I think it's quite obvious, this court, is that a verdict of not guilty is not possible. I told you, oh god. Totally, 100% impossible. Ms. Von Karma, do you have any further questions for this witness? Having established the defendant's guilt, further questioning won't be needed. What about the defense? No further questions, I presume? I couldn't protect my... Oh, we're getting a game over. The defense! The defense! Okay, we're fine. We're fine. This is supposed to happen. Phoenix! Phoenix, you can't make that kind of face. A lawyer is someone that smiles, no matter how bad it gets. Mia! Oh god, I forgot about this. I forgot about this. Nah, I forgot about this. The clothes. The clothes! I guess I made it just in time, wouldn't you say? But Pearls? Her clothes are a bit too small. Way too small. Too small. Anyway, what are you waiting for, Phoenix? Let's go. The hair also does not suit you, Mia, but that's okay. Okay, it's a new day. I don't want to break this up too much. It was not ideal for me to have to leave in the middle of a exciting moment. So here we go. Anyway, what are you waiting for, Phoenix? Let's go. But how? She's already taken away every advantage. We were so stuck. We were so stuck. The advantage is still in your hand. Think carefully one more time about what you saw in the channeling chamber. It's so hard to take you seriously when you look like this, Mia. Do you remember what you told me yesterday? Barely. It's been a couple days for me. Dr. Gray! I need the refresher. I was murdered. What? 2 clicks. I told you there was 2 clicks. A lot of time like this, times like this are very okay, I remember. We had that happen a couple times. You see, there's one final piece to this puzzle. Mia? Question Lotta one more time, Phoenix. I don't know if she's doing it unconsciously or on purpose, but she's not testifying truthfully. She took 2 pictures. It's gotta be that, and it has to be. Now then, this court would like to end the cross-examination period. Please wait, Your Honor. The defense would like to request that the witness testify one more time. Overruled. I'm afraid you're too late, Mr. Wright. The cross-examination has already ended. Furthermore, any unrelated... It's... Oh! Franzy. It's fine. I'll allow another testimony. Von Karma's case is perfect. Absolutely flawless. Just like you! Nah. And what better time than this for you to see that? But, I mean, I have someplace I must go after this. Judgy! He deserved that one. Alright, I'll allow it. Miss Hart, hurry and give us another testimony. Well, heck, what am I supposed to talk about? Please tell us once more what happened when you burst into the channeling chamber. Okay, we have to figure out. It has to be the 2 clicks. We got another play-by-play. I feel like Mia is telling us it's the 2 clicks of the camera. See, you got through to the judge somehow, right? I think that was Franzy though, nah, not really us. It's all because of Francisca. Well, actually, it was Von Karma's whip that got through to him. Yeah, nah. Alright. Witnesses account part 2. Somewhere to go. When we broke into that room, all I could focus on was Maya. I was kind of scared of the dead body, so I didn't take a good look at it. Okay, I'm really bad when it comes to blood and ghosts and stuff. I don't know, I was thinking, like, was it a stage thing? Is he not really dead? But that wouldn't make sense. Like, that wouldn't make any sense, so I don't know. But I still managed to point my camera at Maya and take a shot. 2 shot! 1 shot, 2 shot. Nothing sounds different from before. Okay, we're very vague. I'm gonna push. Press. I always say push, but it's press. Okay. Struggle all you like as you taste the bitterness of your defeat. Well, amuse me with your useless questions, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'm waiting. Oh, God. You can't hate this person. She's so lovable, nah? The sass. The sass. The sass is very good. Okay, we're gonna push this first. And then I want to push the last one, too. So, what did she look like? You know, she looked almost like a different person. A different person. She may have seemed like a different person. However, she was still Maya Fey. We have already made that point abundantly clear. Yes, that is true. Okay, that was useless. Someone was kind of scared of the dead body. Hold on. I meant to push that last one. I didn't do it. Okay, yeah, I know. We must find it at all costs. I know. I will push these 2 if I need to. But I think this one should lead to the 2. There we go. 2, right? 2 what? 2 shots. There we go. You took 2 shots. But only 1 has been submitted as evidence. Yeah, where's the other one? Miss Hart, where is the other picture that you have been withholding? Yeah, I want to see. That like drawing sprite of Mia dressed as Pearl is like a mess. She look a fool. No, you've got it all wrong. It's not me. I didn't mean anything bad. I know I can be a little mean, but I ain't evil. Yeah, I know. I think we all know this. Well, at least she knows herself. Then why have you not shown this other picture to the court yet? Well, ain't it obvious? The prosecutor woman told me to shut my trap about it. What? Von Karma! What do you have to say for yourself? Franzy. Mrs. Von Karma, you're kidding. You're hiding critical evidence. Unforgivable Von Karma. Suppressing evidence like this. You're as bad as your father. Oh, we gotta confront her, don't we? Ah! I should really leave it to the judge, but I can't. Girl, that's not me. That's not who I am. Your Honor, the defense asked the prosecutor Von Karma be held in contempt. Oh, well, okay, I didn't mean that far, but I mean, sure. It's very bad to hold the evidence. I still don't understand how. I mean, I understand how this happens under this system, but I think this is like, how does this happen? This shouldn't happen like this. The evidence should just be out there. I still stand by that. But I don't know. Overall, me in contempt of court? You can't be serious. But you did hide evidence from the court on purpose. That's not fair! Beanie! This isn't how I thought it was going to be. I thought we were gonna, like, have a throwdown of, like, excuse me, why? Like, I was expecting drama? Like, a drama situation. I didn't expect us to try to get her in contempt of court. But this is fine, too. Phoenix, are you a lawyer or a school child? I was so angry, I lost my composure. Yeah, we can all see that, Nick. Okay. Well, Miss Von Karma, would you care to explain yourself to this court? I thought this picture was not important and thus felt no need to submit it. That's all. How could you think? Feeny is really, like, fired up over this, though, Nick. It's kind of cute. It's cute. I mean, I understand. He'd go through, like, a trauma with the dad and get tased and everything, and that was very bad. So I understand the feeling, but it's also cute to see him be so like, this is wrong, this isn't fair. It's very cute, it's very cute. It is true, it's not fair, but it's very cute. Okay, the pictures were more or less the same, so why bother with the second? I mean, it's just so much more trouble than it's worth for me to submit this as evidence. More trouble than it's worth? How can you say that? If you want to see it that badly, I'll submit it. This has to have something in it that she's pretending is not a big deal. Because she can't play it as like, oh god, because then, you know, we'll know. So she's playing it cool, but there's something in this picture, ne? Actually, let's look at it. Oh. Boob. That's all I see is boob. What is this picture? It's obviously the second picture the witness took that day at the scene of the crime. Well, it's a little off-center, but that's what you get with a nervous amateur. I think the important point here is the person in this picture. I know it's not Maya, but it's Maya, you know what I mean? This is most definitely not Maya Fey. But can't, like, look at Mia or look at Pearl right now, who's Mia, you know? I feel like that doesn't hold up, but I don't see anything else that's funky. Right? I don't see anything else that's weird. Cause like, does no one see that the little girl turned into a full woman? A full womana right in front of us? Like, what is the meaning of this? This might be the break I was looking for. Now, should I or should I not insist that the person in this picture is not Maya? If we insist it's not Maya, isn't she gonna say? Let me save. I'm gonna drop the issue. Because if we insist it's not Maya, although what else are we gonna do? What else are we gonna do? We don't have anything else to go off of. Alright, here's the thing. Here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna say. As we don't have any proof, I don't see anything else weird in the picture. So if we drop the issue, we're screwed. We don't have anything, right? If we insist it's not Maya, what we can say... No, you know what? It has to be this. It has to be this. It has to be not Maya. It has to be somebody else dressed up as Maya. Because the other alternative is that it was Maya, she's channeling somebody, and she killed somebody, but we know she didn't kill anybody. So if she didn't kill anybody, it has to be that someone dressed up like her. Nah. I think that's right. Your Honor, let's hope. The punishment bar went away, so I'm hoping it won't come and punish me. As you can plainly see, the person in the picture is not Maya Fey. Yes, I see that. It's not just her face, her whole body has taken on a different appearance. There is only one conclusion that can be drawn, then. That somehow this other person snuck in and traded places with the defendant. Isn't she gonna complain? Franzy. Ordering. Well, yes, I believe you are correct, Mr. Wright. The person who was inside the channeling chamber was not Maya Fey. Mia, we did it! You're too soft. Huh. You're softer than Aunt Morgan's strawberry desserts, Phoenix. Take a look at Prosecutor Von Karma's face. Because of what I just said, ne? She's smiling. I think you had better continue to worry, Mr. Phoenix, right? She can prove, ne? What do you mean by that? Your Honor, I would like for you to take a look at this picture. What picture is this picture? It is taken yesterday to the detention center's visitors room. Who's sneaking a picture? This is Mr. Phoenix Wright and the defendant Maya Fey during his visit. Also, right next to me. Literally right next to me. But that's fine. Maya Fey? But isn't this totally different person? She looks this way because she's obviously in the middle of channeling a spirit. Oh, Franzy's so pretty, nah. This is a beautiful person. Franzy! You're so beautiful! Right? Nah? Beautiful, beautiful. Those eyelashes. We screwed up. Nah, we screwed up. We should have dropped the issue. I was on the fence about it, alright? We're gonna play this out regardless. It's unbelievable that she can... I still feel like it's not proof alone. Is it proof alone? Maybe, but maybe not, though, nah. Yet, it is the truth. When Maya Fey is in that state, she physically changes into the person she's calling. I still can't believe that judges never noticed that happen to me all the time. Miss Von Karma, a word, if I may. Or just, you know, what's happening here? Also, like, can Mia bring a bra? I know this is not the point, and I understand that this whole situation is all fan service for the boob, but can you just bring a bra from the other world and just hook your boobs? It makes me a little nervous, because you know that Pearl isn't going to have that boob tape. I just feel like we are one sneeze away from a huge problem. It just makes me nervous. Mia, taking pictures of someone during a private visit is illegal? Surely you must know that picture can't be submitted as evidence. Von Karma be sneaking around, be snooping into rooms and taking pictures. What kind of sneaky little sneak are ya? It's kind of cute to imagine, but that's very, very bad. It's very, very bad, Nate. Very bad. Obviously, I know this picture is illegal, but I never intended to submit it as evidence in the first place. But then you shouldn't be allowed to show it to the judge because you've, like, colored... What is it called? You're, like, influencing the jury... No, there's no jury. The judge in the situation by showing it. So it doesn't matter if it's legal or not. You still showed it. You shouldn't have been allowed to show it at all. Franzy. Nick? What is she? From the moment I showed this picture to the court, this case became all mine. After all, this image has now been forever burned into the judge's mind. That's why it shouldn't have been shown at all, man. I don't have even a single witty line. It looks like we've been had. I don't claim to understand this, and I still cannot believe it. Are you saying that this person, the defendant Maya Fey? If I give up here, the trial will end. But if I slip up and say something wrong, it will cost me. Maybe oh god, it's two punishment bars out of the 3. Is there any way I can prove that this person in the picture is not Maya? No. There's no way we can prove. We have to go back and get more evidence. Plus, I know how this game is set up. We have to go back and get more evidence. Because that's what it has to be. We have to prove that this wasn't a channeling and that Maya's body was moved. I shouldn't say body. Maya's... No, well, it is. Her alive body was moved. And this person came in and is like cosplaying as Maya and kill. But to me, if that's the case, I'm saying this because I don't know for sure, so I'm not trying to spoil. But I really believe that Morgan Fey has to be in on it. And I don't remember if she was evil or not, so I don't know. But I like her hair, so I don't want her to be evil. But if that's the only way it would work. That's literally the only way it would work. If Morgan was in on it, because she was like, you need to leave. She could be doing stuff because she was alone with Maya and the dead body. I mean, dead body I don't think matters in this point, right? But she could have helped this person escape or something, and put Maya back, and then tell Maya this is what happened, or something like that, or... But I don't understand why Maya was, like, so unconscious. Because Maya wouldn't have been able to see any of this stuff that happened. I don't know, it doesn't hold up very well. But that's the only way this is possible. So to me, we have to dig on Morgan. Because if Morgan seemed really innocent, then I don't, there has to be some other explanation that I'm not thinking of. But that's what I think. So I'm gonna save one more time because if I no, we're not gonna save. We're gonna trust my intuition. I can't prove it. I really believe we cannot prove it. I don't have anything. We have nothing, girl. But we can argue that there's more evidence that we would need, ne? I see the defense. Oh god, it didn't go away. I bet we are supposed to say we can prove it. It's not going away, the bar! Oh, no, it went away. It went away. Oh my god. This game really stresses me out sometimes. Yes, Your Honor. And to think, I even gave you this chance to prove your point for free. Wait, it was wrong. It was wrong. But you couldn't even point yourself out in a lineup. Yes. Well then, I believe we should... No! What? Phoenix! Yes. You can't give up, please, for me? Take a look at the car. Oh my god, we do have to prove it! What are we gonna do? I thought he would make some argument that we have to... Ayyama! I'll give it another shot. The judge is about to close this trial. You can't let that happen. Thank you, Mia, for interrupting this situation. It's come down to this. Your Honor, within this picture lies a critical contradiction to all the testimony up till now. What is it now, Mr. Wright? Oh my god, we have 1 bar of health left. We have 1 bar. Please let me explain. So you think you've spotted a problem with this picture? Then earn your keep. Why don't you point exactly what's so strange in this picture for the court? I have no freaking clue. The hole! Okay, wait, hold on. I have to save because look at this. Look at that. We're gonna die. I have to save. So let me save. And I really think it's the hole. There's no hole in the sleevey sleeve. There's no hole in the sleevey sleeve. It has to be that. Because I don't know what else. I don't know what else. It won't let me save. Girl, it's not letting me save. It's not letting me do anything. I can't even pull up the court record because I wanted to see what side the sleeve hole was on. I think it was on this side. So this is fun. It better be right or I'm going to have to do from the point I saved until now over again. So no pressure, but fine. It's got to be the sleeve. To the sleeve, please. But there isn't anything odd about it. Oh, I saved my skin. I saved my skin, my hair, my cells, my blood, my bones. That was so stressful. That was so stressful. Okay, and that is exactly what is so odd. Something that should be there is suddenly missing. This better be the end of this court, because, by God, I have 1 health. We need to start over with full health, okay? Should be there. Ah! She didn't notice. She didn't notice. I didn't notice immediately either. I only noticed when it was pressure time and I was desperate. There was a bullet hole in the sleeve of the defendant's costume. I don't understand what happened though, Nate. So... did it happen after she killed him? Or is this a different outfit? That doesn't make sense though, because there's blood on it. I'm so confused. Mrs. Von Karma, you intended to hide this valuable piece of evidence? You will most certainly be assigned a penalty for this. Well, she's not gonna like that because she has a perfect record, right? Perfect. Everything's perfect with her, ne? Just to do some major damage to her argument. Don't celebrate yet. You like to bring me down the mood, don't you? No, she's just being realistic, Feeny, ne? She saved us so many times. We have to be very appreciative to Mia. Take a look at Miss Von Karma's face. Ugh, she's got that condescending grin plastered all over her face again. It's my favorite face, though. You can't hate this face. Even though she's actively being a bad. You can't hate her! She's so charming! She can get away with anything. Really, for me. Nah, she can get away with anything. I will pretty much always stand. She's very charming. Jumping the gun again, I see. Your Honor. I would like to extend an apology on behalf of those incompetent fools. What do you mean? And what incompetent fools? If those fools down at the precinct hadn't missed the bullet hole, I would have gotten a report about it. As I couldn't have known that this picture was of any value. Girl! The mental gymnastics to try to get out of blame. I see. She's lying to her teeth. We all know it. We all know it. And she's trying to pin the blame on, like, Gumshoe, nah. That woman knew everything about the bullet hole, the picture, everything. Yeah, nah, I think we all know. But you can't prove that. Francisco von Karma's idea of a perfect case is quite fascinating, don't you think? She's a little sneaky sneak, nah. Your Honor, you need not worry. If you must assign a penalty, I'll personally make sure the detective gets what's coming. I'm sure there will be a great gnashing of teeth at his next salary discussion. No! If Gumshoe loses... there was a quote in the last game, right? That if Gumshoe gets more penalty or like loses any more salary, he'll be paying to work or something. It's gonna end up being true. It's gonna end up being true. He's gonna be like negative $20 every day or something. Poor Gumshoe. Poor Gumshoe, Nick. Poor Gumshoe. Poor Gumshoe. In any case, this is a very big problem. When the defendant was taken into custody, her costume had a bullet hole in its sleeve. However, from this photo, it would appear that right after the shooting, there was none. It's very strange, Nick. I don't know what that's about. The judge is confused by the strange twist of events. This is your chance, Phoenix. Load all you've got into this one shot, alright? What?! Gotta watch this, Maya. Your Honor. The shooter is someone else. The bullet hole was made later doesn't make sense. Because why? The picture is fake? No, the picture's not fake. It has to be the shooter is someone else. The defendant's sleeve had a bullet hole in it. However, this person clearly does not. There can be only one explanation. The person who shot Dr. Gray was not the defendant, but a different person altogether. What? This is very exciting. Order, order, order! If order is not restored, I will suspend this trial. Ow! Ah! Why me? You were just in the way, girl. The defense's argument is a complete mess. A complete mess? I fail to see how. Please enlighten us. Hey, witness! Ah! What the heck? Is that any way to ask a gal a favor? Be quiet, you! You were the one who said it was only the two of them when you entered the room. Well, you know. If you were lying, I swear that my whip will be the last thing you see. Look, sis, you're looking mighty scary, so why don't you say you... What? I swear, I wasn't lying or nothing! There wasn't anyone else in there, honest. You see? Now riddle me this, Mr. Phoenix, right? Where did the defendant vanish to? And where did the other woman appear from? The screen, right? It has to be someone with the screen. The screen is too big of a thing in this situation. Why is it lately all I want to do is cry? You okay, baby? Well, if the person in this picture is not the defendant, then this poses two very big questions. First, where did the defendant vanish to? And second, where did this person come from? That's right! Now hurry up and answer, Mr. Phoenix, right? Come on, you can't fall apart here, Phoenix, right? I can't believe that even Mia is calling me by my phone. That's what I was gonna say! But, I mean, how am I supposed to prove something like this? Had enough yet, Mr. Phoenix, right? Or do you think you have enough in you to turn things around, even it? To turn things around. That's right. Mia would always turn things around and change her perspective. That's, you know, the name of this in Japanese is gyakuten, like you turn it around. Phoenix! So, where did this intruder appear from? And where did Mia disappear to? I need to look at this situation from a different angle. Let's see. What if before we broke in, the third person was already in the room? That's what I think. That's what I think, that's what I think, that's what I think. And what if Maya had left that room somehow? That I have no idea what's happening there. Yeah, I don't know. All I know is that she must have been, like, maybe wrapped up or something. She thought she was buried underground. So her body must have felt like it was like that or something, you know? If I could prove that either one of those conditions were true... Mr. Wright, let's hear what you have come up with. I think what happened before we forced our way into the channeling chamber is... Before we forced our way into the channeling chamber. I don't know! I'm not gonna get punished, so I'm not gonna save. I hope I'm gonna be okay with that. I'm gonna say a third person had entered it. Your Honor, I would like to present... No! No, Feeny, don't say that! We don't have evidence, baby! Oh god, I have proof there was someone else in the room where the murder took place! Who, girl? Who? Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm like stressing out. We do not have any proof. Let me save. I cannot save. I hate everything. I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to do this because we don't have proof. I was a fool. I was a fool. Because we already did this. We don't have proof of this, Feeny. The screen? Like, I don't know. The key. Maybe the key? It's not. It's not. It's not. We have to start all over. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Okay, I looked it up I looked it up to help myself. I was so close. I was so close. It's Maya had left the room, and it's the key. So I wasn't totally wrong, but I picked the wrong thingy. Cause I think I would have picked something I can't explain yet, but I don't think that wouldn't have worked, so obviously. So, Maya had left the room. I still don't understand. I don't think she left on her own volition, though. She must have been taken out, like moved out. But what? Was she moved out so they wouldn't hear the gunshot? I don't understand anything that's happening like with this right now. It's very strange to me. Maya had left the channeling chamber at some point, and the defense can prove this. Oh, how a foolish fool makes a foolish face while dreaming foolishly foolish dreams. Maya Fey was being looked after by her aunt, Morgan Fey. The chances of her leaving the crime scene is lower than the detective's salary. Anyway, let's see some evidence. It proves that from the murder until the time of arrest, the defendant had left the room. The key from Pearlie. Miss Hart, do you remember this key? Well, I've seen it. Hey, that's the channeling chamber key, right? Before the channeling started, Maya locked the door from the inside with that. Ne? So, she locked the door, she put the key in her little pocket, she was removed from the premises. Do you think the lump? That sounded really good. You think the person that we saw sleeping was Maya at some point? They like shoved her in a futon? Wow. Nah, it could be. It could be because we didn't check. That's why you always check. You know? I mean, I don't know why you would do that in real life, but look, don't worry about it. That might have been what happened, nah. Oh, it's all coming together. It might be. We have to, we'll see. The defendant herself locked the door. Yeah, that's why we all couldn't get the door open. The key's the only one of its kind, after all. Oh, one of a kind, you say? She understands now, nay. Wait, Mr. Phoenix, right? Yes, it looks like she's catching on. I'm afraid to ask, but... why is that key currently in your possession? Huh? What do you mean? He's not getting it. If Maya Fey locked herself in, then the key should have been with her. Yes, agreed. However, she did not have the key at the time of her arrest. Ah, well, ain't that a kick? So how come you're holding it? I got this as a present from a certain little girl. It sounded really weird when you said it like that, Beanie, but okay. And that little girl was nowhere near the crime scene at the time. I don't understand how Pearly got that key. How the heck did Pearly get that key? That's preposterous. This means that Maya Famous have left the room. If she had not, then I would not be holding this key you see before you. No! Well, I guess whatever. I was gonna say, like, let's say Morgan is evil. But why would Morgan give the key to Pearl? That would be insane. So I don't think she did that. So then why did Pearl have the key? We should have asked her. Well, whatever. It seems we have come to an impasse. Oh, thank God. I really wanted this to be over because it's so stressful to have such little health. I mean, it's my fault, obviously. This picture has clearly captured the face of the murderer. However, it's this person, the defendant or not. The defense is arguing that this person is not the defendant. Furthermore, as proof, this key has been submitted as evidence. Miss Von Karma, how can this be? At this point in time, a verdict on the defendant's guilt is not possible. My perfect case? How is there a flaw in my perfect case? Nah. Don't think you've won yet, Mr. Phoenix, right? I am a prodigy. I have never lost a case. You're gonna lose this one, baby! And I don't intend to lose here in this courtroom to a fool like you. I love her. I do. She's just so good. I don't care what I have to do. I will get my guilty verdict. I mean, she's a bad, but you have to love her. I'm not saying what she's doing is right. If she was a real person, this would be very not good. But you gotta love her. You gotta love Franzy. That's enough. If you would like to continue, do so in the lobby. Court will reconvene tomorrow at 10 a.m. He has a place to go. He was meeting somebody or whatever, right? I don't know what judges do in his free time. That is all. Court is adjourned. Woohoo! Alright, well that didn't go super great, but we survived, so, you know, whatever. Wow! That was you, Pearly? You summoned my sis? Yes, I felt I had no choice. Good old Pearl. Saved the day. Pearl saved the day. Great going, Pearly. I knew you were special. Hey, Nick, did you know? Yeah. It's not like anyone else in there could have done that. Nick, I know you're trying really hard and all, but I really don't remember ever leaving that room. And I don't think that a third person could have gone into the room. Well, how did you get the key, baby? Yeah. Well, at least we have until tomorrow to figure things out. Like, what happened in that room, for instance. Wait, what time is it? They told us and I already forgot. Yeah, I'm counting on you. We have to go back to Kudain. Ne? I envy the two of you. Oh, by the way, Nick, she just doesn't even respond to that. Do you think you could take Pearly back home for me? Oh, sure. Alright, Pearls, are you ready to go buy some tickets? Get on a train? Huh? A ticket? Girl, poor thing. So sheltered. This is not good for your upbringing. You need to learn about things. Yeah. Like a Kunaim too. I guess people always come to them. They don't come to the people. Like if you become like a spirit medium. What if a person die or you request services or something? Well, you still have to make money, ne? Wouldn't you go and give your services? Look, I don't know. Don't worry about it. So that's gonna do it for today. I hope you enjoyed. Sorry, I feel like this VOD had to get interrupted many times, so I apologize for the chaos of my last couple of days here. But I hope you enjoyed. I feel like, well, Franzy is so good, ne? Franzy is so good. But it's an interesting case, and it's interesting because I remember one thing that I can't say, but everything else I don't really remember. So it's very exciting for me to try to figure it out with all of you. Yes. So until I see you, whenever I see you next, remember to be kind to others, especially yourself. Take care, and I'll see you later. Okay, bye bye.